way of making money. It's not just interest. It is you there, the figures you shared there. It is you're going to be making more than what a person is making on interest.
So what we're seeing, and I first heard about that and I thought, wow, that's a pretty good idea. Where 10 people come together, 5 people come together, they don't have enough money to buy a property each, but then they buy it, put it under a limited company, and the limited company owns that, and they own the shares of it. And for the period, they get 2 benefits. One is the rental income as a return, which is pretty good as a yield, because sometimes the yield's about 10%, right? Sometimes it's more. And usually the standard yield people are looking at is 2%, 4%.
That's right.
on their capital being sat in their bank. So in relation to that yield, they're getting some money while the property is appreciating.
That's correct.
And what they can do, because it's smaller shares, they might get enough money to go and do something a little bit more risk heavy in relation to 5 of them buying one property instead of 10. They can sell that share to somebody else who can slip into that. And so we're seeing that in the growth of things, aren't we, within our communities as we evolved and we start to understand finances much better.
Absolutely. It's the community obviously taking into consideration, it's that disposable wealth that you mentioned there, where now rather than just sitting, because in the good old days, as I said, it would just be probably sat under a mattress somewhere or tucked under a pillow, and that's where it would stay. So it wouldn't have any benefit whatsoever to the person. Sometimes it would be used in gold for the female, for the woman, and that's how it would be kept, so that at least it was an asset, which if every now and then the troubles came or expenditure went up, it could be sold. But now, yes, property, as I said, bricks and mortar is something which has been virtually guaranteed to have good returns and appreciation over the years, and it's something that people are now becoming more accustomed to, becoming a little bit more savvy in terms of taking protection as well, liability protection, limiting that liability with limited companies and other things of that nature. And that's how the step is being made, and that's how people are trying to find ways to do it. So yeah, absolutely, it's a halal way of making money. It's not just interest. It is you there, the figures you shared there. It is you're going to be making more than what a person is making on interest. Is it risky? No, because it's a property, and as we've said, property appreciates. Very rarely have we seen property depreciate, especially over a long period of time, and you've got a yield as well. So it's a pretty win-win situation, to be honest.